What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of You for Spice and Wolf. This is episode 19, and with me, as always, I have Blue Spade. This is also a new arc that was not in the original series, so I was pretty interested about this episode, considering we haven't seen it before. But I didn't really have expectations it was going to be like anything that was going to be like really crazy or anything like that. I liked what I saw of it so far, but yeah, I don't really know how you felt about it. I think so far it's intriguing, but obviously it's probably going to be a pretty short arc, considering it's most likely just going to be like 4 episodes, I guess, 4 or 5 episodes.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much the remainder of the season. I wasn't expecting too much, because the obvious tone and the pacing of Spice and Wolf isn't like as extravagant as like other anime series. Like they go at a subtle, slow pace.
Yeah.
This episode just basically just introduces us to where Holo and Lawrence are headed and what they're planning on doing, which is to inquire more information on Holo's hometown.
Yeah. What was also nice in this episode was, I guess, to see some more development with their relationship, about, how they kind of sleep side by side now, and it feels like they banter a lot more with each other. But this episode also kind of sets up a story arc with this new village that they arrive in. I forget what it's called. It's like
I think they call it Terrio.
Terrio, yeah. So they like immediately come across this person who works at a mill, and he kind of warns them about, he tries to, I guess, offer some information to them, but Lawrence is looking for, I think it was like a priest.
They're looking for someone called Father Franz.
Yeah.
And he of course he's still going. Lawrence is still giving Holo cover by introducing her as a nun, but the person working in the mill, I think his name is Evan. He warns that the village itself isn't too keen on having nuns there.
Yeah, obviously there's like a lot of secrecy with whatever's going on in the village, because once they arrive there, like, everybody kind of looks at, kind of gives, I guess, Lawrence and Holo sort of like the side eye. But they take up residence in an inn, and Lawrence basically, Holo starts, I guess, just goes to sleep, and Lawrence pays a visit to the, I guess, the mayor, or I guess you call him. Well,
I think no. Actually, what happens before this is once they arrive in the village,
they go to the
church, and they come across I think one of the caretakers of the church. I don't know if she's a priestess or maybe a nun herself. But she seems she seems distrustful towards Lawrence and Holo, based on what they're asking for. And of course, when Lawrence tries asking for Father Franz, she tells them that that the father ended up passing away the previous summer, and then she just basically just shuts them out soon afterwards. So they Lawrence and Holo both. They pretty much land into somewhat of a dead end for now, until they go back to the inn.
Yeah. So then, like I was saying, Lawrence does go to see the I guess the mayor of the town, and I guess he's trying to sell them wheat that they can use to make bread with.
Yeah,
and he also asks about the local priest, because he'd heard from the nun that he had passed away. But I guess he's not so sure that he's actually dead, but that's the same story that the mayor gives him. So he's now kind of suspicious if he is actually dead or not. So he goes back to the inn that they're both staying at, and he kind of just like watches out from outside the window and sees the boy that was at the mill pay a visit to the I forget what her name was. It was the
I don't think she said her name.
I think she did say her name, but I forgot. But he pays a visit to the girl that works at the church, and it seems like the two of them are supposedly, like, I guess in some kind of are I guess secretly like seeing each other or something. So there's some interesting stuff with that. And of course, this kind of interests Holo as well. But Lawrence kind of says like, I guess they shouldn't really spy on them. But I think that's probably going to be something that's, maybe relevant to whatever's going on with the priest in the town.
Yeah. Yeah, this episode just felt like it flew by like really quickly. I mean,
Mm.
but we do have a general idea of what Lawrence and Holo are planning on doing while they're in this village. Is of course to find out more information on Holo's home, Yoitsu, and of course figure out what secrets this town is holding with with this priestess and everything else that's happening in the village.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why this arc was skipped over in the original series, though. It does seem like it might, it's pretty interesting from what from what we've seen so far. But yeah, maybe it's just because it was so short. Because it's probably going to be like you said, the remainder of the episodes of the season. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued so far with it. I mean, obviously, since we haven't seen it before, there's not really anything we can, there's not really a lot we can say in terms of where the plot is going to go, since it's not something that's been covered in the original series. But I do have some theories as to what might happen. But yeah, I'm definitely interested so far. But I don't really have a lot else to say because, like you said, it did go by pretty quick. And we didn't really get a lot from it except sort of setting up, I guess, this potential mystery as to whatever's going on with the village. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
it seems like that. I don't know. I really feel like they're gonna announce a season two after this
Yeah,
because
probably.
it just feels like there's and like much of the season is a retread of everything. Most of it we've seen already in the original anime series. With some differences here and there. But with this being like the only new story arc that they're introducing into this season, I really feel like that, they need to announce a season two to, just to freshen things up a bit, I guess.
Well, it's like I said, I'm pretty sure they plan to adapt like the entirety of the light novel series, considering how this
Yeah.
season started. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Uh, but yeah, I don't really have much else to say about the episode, though. I don't know if you have anything else to say about it.
Yeah, I am liking that we are getting new material. It's just kind of a shame that it took this long for us to to wait for this kind of new stuff. Considering that like we've seen much of this all that previous content before that was adapted from from the original anime series
Mhm.
until now. So I mean, yeah, well, we'll have to see how this story ends by the end of the season. But I really do feel like that they're gonna announce the season two soon after this.
Yeah, yeah, same here. We'll probably find out by the last episode, though, if they're planning on doing another season. But yeah, guys. So that all being said, until next time, we will see you all later.